Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shri Your Taste Buddy. Today let's prepare cheese peas samosa. These are crispy, tasty and we are not using any maida or all-purpose flour. Looks yummy, right? Let's start. You need 1 cup of soaked peas. I have used frozen peas. I have soaked the frozen peas for about 15 minutes in water and then drained off the excess water. 1 cup of boiled and smashed potato. We are using smashed potato for binding purpose. 2 cups of wheat flour. 1/4 cup of rice flour. 5 to 6 green chilies and 1 tablespoon finely chopped coriander. 1 teaspoon carom seeds or ajwain. 1 teaspoon ginger garlic paste. 1/4 cup grated cheese. You can increase the quantity of cheese if you want your samosas to be more cheesy. To a bowl, add 2 cups of wheat flour, 1/4 cup of rice flour, 1 teaspoon carom seeds or ajwain, 1/4 cup of hot oil and salt as per taste. Adding hot oil to this mixture gives the crispy layer on samosas. Add water gradually and then knead a tough dough. The dough should be a little stiff, not the regular ones as we prepare rotis. You can see the dough is so stiff. Keep this aside. To a mixer grinder, add 5 to 6 green chilies. You can add more green chilies if you want it more spicier and then grind it to a coarse paste. To this, add 1 cup of soaked green peas and grind it to a coarse paste. Don't grind it too finely. Heat a pan with 1 teaspoon oil on low flame. Add 1 teaspoon ginger garlic paste. Add coarsely grinded peas. Saute it well. Cook this for a minute. And then add 1 teaspoon garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon jeera powder, salt as per taste, a pinch of sugar to balance all flavors, 1 tablespoon finely chopped coriander, and mix all the ingredients well. Once you mix all the ingredients, add 1 cup boiled and smashed potato and give it a nice mix. Cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes. Aloo and peas mixture gives a different twist to your regular samosas. And I'm sure this mixture will surprise your taste buds. Now our mixture is ready. To this you squeeze 1/4 lime just to give that tangy flavor and then mix it well. Now our stuffing is ready. Keep it aside. Let's prepare samosa sheets. Take a medium sized ball from the dough and roll it to a circular shape. Don't make it too thin. Roll it as thick as you make for puris. And your samosa sheet should be thick enough to hold the stuffing. Then cut it into semicircular shapes and then fold it into cone. I will give you a closer view of making these cones. Hold the edges and then roll it into form of a cone. Press the corners and then stick the middle edge. Now you can see the cone is formed. Now let's stuff them. Add about 1 teaspoon stuffing to this cone. Press it downwards and then add a little cheese. I'm adding around half teaspoon cheese. If you want it to be more cheesy, you can add some more cheese. Add another 1 teaspoon of filling on top of cheese, and now seal the edges. Use water at the edges and then stick the edges firmly. Press it hard so that it does not break while frying. Your samosas are now ready to be fried. Heat a kadai on low flame, then add stuffed samosas to this. Ensure that the oil is very hot and you are frying them on low flame. You can switch the flame from low to medium and then fry until the samosas turn golden brown. As these are wheat samosas, the oil soaked by them is very less. So you need not add too much oil while frying. You can see our cheese piece samosas are ready. You might have seen we have not used any maida or all-purpose flour, yet we have crispy, tasty samosas ready. Enjoy these cheese piece samosa, which is a different twist to your regular samosa. Crispy, tasty, cheesy and delicious evening snack which goes best with your evening tea. You can prepare these snacks when you have many guests at home. And I'm sure you will enjoy this recipe. Thank you for watching. Please check and subscribe my channel for more recipes.